Loki did come out yesterday, season 1. What I want to talk about is what this means for Marvel, because this is going to be a very important series. Loki season 1. I like Tom Hiddleston. I like the character of Loki. However, I think they made a mistake not letting this character stay dead, personally. But taking that out of it, I think he and Owen Wilson have, a decent little, back and forth in Loki season 1. They have decent chemistry. I don't like the inclusion of female Loki, Sylvie being so important and kicking his ass and blah, 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 all this shit, and them really changing the inherent character of Loki. But now season 2 is here. Season 1 was the biggest show they've ever had on Disney Plus, bar none. We want to talk about these Ahsoka numbers, not stacking up to other, Disney Star Wars shows. Well, the first season, the premiere of Loki, over 2 years ago, broke records for Disney Plus, and this is when they had fewer subscribers than they have now. Loki debut breaks record on Disney Plus. 2.5 million people tuned in over the first 5 days for Loki season 1. 2.5 million households, I should say, compared to, what did we just say, 1.2 million for the first week, essentially, of Ahsoka. This is higher than anything we've ever seen for any of these Disney Plus shows. And now Secret Invasion, that could barely crack 1 million over 5 days. That's how pathetic Marvel's gotten in terms of its downward trajectory. But this show, in theory, the most popular Disney Plus show they have, should bring people back. I don't feel like I'm seeing a ton of people, not the hype or the talk that I expected about Loki season 2 coming out. And I did watch the premiere. It is very much meant to be a confusing and intriguing and wonder what the fuck is going on. I think it left a lot of people confused, although I feel like I understand where they're going with it. But I just don't see as many people talking about it as you would have expected for the sequel to the biggest thing they've ever done on Disney Plus.
I just think they've pumped out so much garbage that people just have walked away. And I'm also wondering, like, if when they first started doing these Marvel shows on Disney Plus, if people thought it was going to lead to something bigger, maybe on the big screen or different things like that. And it's not. Like, there's things out there now where it's like you don't really have to watch this show to understand this, or you don't have to, see this to understand that. And so people are just like checking out. When you put so much content out, it just like muddies the water for things that you really wanted to have a primary focus on, and it's just too much. And people are like, I just don't have time, or I just don't care anymore.
It just become this content machine that no one thinks is special. And I feel
yes,
like Star Wars are having the same problem. And now you have, on the same week, you have the Ahsoka finale and the premiere of Loki. Right. And this is at the same time frame. Remember, Disney's been trying to give away Disney Plus subscriptions. Yeah. $1.99 they're offering Disney Plus subscriptions over the next couple months in a desperate attempt to try to boost their numbers before the end of their fiscal year, which was just a couple days ago. Like, if they can't get people to tune in and watch now with the prices they're offering, when the fuck can they?
Right.
And I think people have realized, like you said, Jay, that a lot of these Disney Plus shows, they don't necessarily, nothing happens in them. Right. A lot of them just seem to be leading to other things that never get resolved. And I think people are just tired of it. So maybe they'll take maybe they'll wait a couple weeks and just binge the entire thing if they don't have time. But I think you can't treat these things like these big week-to-week releases that are supposed to be like individual movie releases almost, because the excitement just is not there for people anymore. They've learned their lesson when it comes to both these franchises.
100%.